Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where today we will be taking a look at the AMX 30B2 FORAD. For those of you short on time, here are my quick thoughts on the AMX. It's an Era 2 medium that feels perfectly well balanced for its era. It's the first non-light tank to feature an autocannon and the first premium medium to come with heat as standard. The AMX can be yours for 6,000 gold when you buy the Ultimate Season Pass. Given the range and quality we've seen over the past seasons, the AMX sits right in the middle of the quality, one side being terrible, the other side being too good. The AMX sits right in the middle of that range. It's not OP at all, and it's not terrible. It is a capable tank. Well worth of the 6,000 gold. Okay, let's take a look at the AMX in more detail. Unequipped and with no crew, the AMX comes with 400mm of pen on standard rounds, with an average damage roll of 460. Its top speed is 65 km an hour, 2,600 hit points, its view range is 520 meters, and lastly its detection range is 406 meters. At present, I count 10 premium mediums in Era 2. That means that the AMX does have a bit of competition, so how does it stack up against its competitors? Well, its penetration comes in on the low end, with only the Enigma and the WZ performing worse. Its average alpha is, again, on the lower end, but I say that, but we have to keep in mind that 5 of the 10 premium mediums in Era 2 also have damage rolls of 460, so while it's on the lower end of what's available, it's the average for an Era 2 premium medium. Its hit points are again on the lower end, with only the 1A1, Type 80 and WZ having fewer. The AMX does, however, perform very well from a speed point of view. 65 km an hour is the top end of Era 2 mediums. Its view range is also very good, with the VT2 being the only other premium medium beating it. And lastly, its concealment is what I would call average for a premium medium in this era. It sits in the middle of all 10 premiums. So, stepping back and looking at how the AMX compares to other premium mediums, if you were to just leave it there, as I've talked about it now, if I were to leave it there, it doesn't sound overly amazing. And the truth is, it isn't. But there's a good reason for that. This Era 2 Premium is only 6,000 gold, not the typical 12,500 gold. You get what you pay for. And for 6,000 gold, if you take that price, you've got yourself a good deal. It's a good tank for 6,000. I have the AMX set up like this, and I have had some very enjoyable games in it. It's tough. It's not always easy to play, but with this setup, I've had some enjoyable games. And one thing I would point out right now, one of the big things with the AMX is its shell velocity is 1,000 meters per second. All other mediums have a shell velocity that is around anywhere between 1,400 and 1,600 meters per second. So it's heat rounds as standard. You have to lead the target a huge amount if you want to hit targets at range. And there you go. That's me putting the autocannon to work. Beautiful tank. But yes, the autocannon, which I was just demonstrating there, is a very nice addition. It's nice to play a medium that has a variety of weapon systems. And, these weapon systems differ from every other medium around it. So, from that point of view, it's a good selling point. And at the end of that game, we've done 7,700 damage, just under 7,800 damage, 1,500 assists. So that's a good example of what the AMX is capable of. Jumping back to the autocannon though, one thing I would want to point out, on top of the slow shell velocity for the standard rounds, is yes, you have an autocannon, yes, it is fun to use, That does not mean you should try to snipe a tank that is sitting on the other side of the map. And this applies to all autocannon tanks. The cannon is a short-range weapon. If you use it at range, the only thing you're going to achieve is probably 2 or 3 pens, and you will give your position away immediately, which, as you can see in this example here, that allows players like me to shoot you when I wouldn't have otherwise been able to. The AMX can be great fun, and for its price, it's a good deal. It's an average, well-balanced Era 2 medium, and its soft stats continue that trend. The AMX comes with a 50% silver boost, 25% tank XP boost, 5% free XP boost, and lastly a 10% crew XP boost. It's a very enjoyable tank to play. It's not OP, and it's not terrible either, and I personally think that Wargaming have done a very good job with this one. I really like what they have done with the AMX. Okay folks, that's about all I have for this one. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, if not a dislike. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and as always, I hope you're all keeping well, and I will see you out there.